Hello everyone, my name is Khalid Uddin, and before starting with my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. Just stay with me so I can open the presentation and introduce myself. So this is about me. I work as a professional learning and development facilitator, digital educator, online course designer, course developer, teacher trainer at Graphy. I'm an author of international research publications and tennis coach who has been awarded with GTE-CED Global Teacher Award in 2020 and certified by Microsoft, Pearson, Edexcel, and Cambridge International Examinations as Business Studies and Economics Innovative Educator. I come along with 14 years of work experience, 11 years in academics, and 3 years in corporate training. So this is a brief about myself. Now moving on to the presentation. This is the title of my research paper, The Effectiveness of Artificial Intelligence Based on Human Resource Training and Development with Reference to Cost Effectiveness. This is the abstract of my research paper, basically a summary of my abstract research paper. In this research, both performance outcomes and psychological outcomes are analyzed in an experiment in which the intended users of the expert system served as subjects. My study, or this study, draws largely from behavioral decision theory for its theoretical support, although this study examines an expert system within an HRM, which is human resource management context, in the teaching and learning process. The results are useful for using artificial intelligence in organization in line with skilled employees. Next is introduction to the research topic. Artificial intelligence, I think, can bring changes on all fronts, whether social, from detecting emotions or infrastructure management, for example, where traffic light networks can be optimized using real-time traffic camera, data and Internet of Things, sensors to maximize vehicle throughput. Artificial intelligence can be used to schedule predictive maintenance of public transportation systems such as metros and public infrastructure to identify potentially malfunctioning components. In economic and social sector management, artificial intelligence can be used to identify tax fraud using alternative data such as browsing data, retail data, or payment history. So that's a basic introduction to my research topic, summary to it. Next is review of literature. Since after reviewing the past research paper, the gap that exists between supply and demand is taken as a profitable business opportunity, and participation by the private sector has been very noticeable in my research. The education sector provides adequate gains for a business, but there is a gap between the skills profile of the current labor force and the growing demand for more highly skilled workers. Modeling by Australia's CSIRO indicates that the most needed future skills in the economy relate to science, technology, design, engineering, mathematics, programming, system analysis, critical thinking, and computer use skills. I repeat, modeling by Australia's CSIRO indicate that the most needed future skills in the economy relate to science, technology, design, engineering, mathematics, programming, system analysis, critical thinking, and computer use skills. And of these, it is technology design skills that are represented in the jobs with the greatest employment growth potential, followed by mathematics, computer use, and critical thinking skills. I was able to gather past researches from my review of literature since 1999 to 2022 in present, in the areas of effectiveness of artificial intelligence based on human resource training and development with reference to cost effectiveness. Next is my research methodology. Since the sources of data used for the study was primary and secondary, the design questionnaire was personally distributed by me, the researcher. The research design employed for the study was the survey design in order to study the population to unveil the effects of mobile radiation on bank and college employees in Indore. The population used for the study were the staff and management of some selected banks and colleges of Indore in various categories, from operational level employees to top level management employees. A sample size of 220 questionnaires were used for this study, and the respondents were selected randomly from the list of employees within the rank of managers, supervisors, faculties, and other staff within the organization. So this is a brief on my ROL, which is review of literature and research methodology also. Next is findings. My research findings were that the developed expert system of SPSS. So basically, the SPSS was very useful and Google Forms were very useful for the organization and for me as a tool of artificial intelligence, which is used for competence management and performance assessment process within the organization for development of its processes and employees. The main findings of this research is that when employees are trained for using artificial intelligence machines and software, it also results in reducing employee turnover. Employee turnover is a very important aspect that affects the manpower planning strategy of any organization. I repeat, employee turnover is a very important aspect that affects the manpower planning strategy of any organization. When an employee leaves a company, the employee takes with him or her knowledge and experience that which cannot be monetarily measured and that cannot be easily recreated. Employee turnover is a ratio comparison of the number of employees a company must replace in a given time period to the average number of total employees. These are the main findings in my research. And this is the conclusion about my research. Artificial intelligence uses will continue to grow and astonish. However, this paper argues that education and training institutions' engagement with artificial intelligence must be immediate and multidimensional. As the demands of the labor force continue to shift, education systems must be prepared and equipped to promptly respond to both job-specific skills and the transversal skills required to navigate new ways of working and to the renewed requirement for lifelong learning and continuous upskilling. Trends in automation are expected to displace millions of workers who will need to reskill as the ways in which humans and machines intersect and interact continue to grow. Education and training institutions must ensure students are able to understand and navigate these interactions so as not to be excluded or worse, exploited. So this is the conclusion of my research. Friends, I'm sorry that I have spoken very fast. I think so. This is because of the time constraint. I had to compile this into a video file. So because of the storage size, I had to wrap up all my research findings in a short period of time. I hope you will find this research informative. Please do share your feedback on teachingandcoaching2020@gmail.com. Your feedback for improvement will be very appreciated. And thank you so much for giving me your valuable time to listen to this video, to watch this video. Thank you so much.